Am I live? I'm live. How about that? Worked on the first try. Girls are playing Roblox downstairs, so this thing's probably going to fart out on me, but we'll see. I'm only going to do this for about an hour. Just wanted to, I feel like I haven't gone live in a little while. It's been a little while. Did a couple edited videos. Hopefully you guys check those out. One in front of the green screen. That was actually pretty fun. So I think I might actually start doing some of those. Someone had recommended doing some videos outside, and I thought that that was a pretty damn good idea. I have a balcony. I actually have a front porch, which I could sit at, and I have a balcony on right outside the loft area. So I could always sit out there, do one of these live streams out there. I could do one just with this background. I could do one from the green screen. So variety of options there. What's up, everyone? We got 13 people in here so far. This was unannounced. Didn't advertise this. Just got done eating dinner. We had some tater tots, some hot dogs. Seems to be the go-to meal.
Did you steal the old computer?
Did I steal the old computer?
Yeah.
No, it is literally on the kitchen table.
Oh.
Okay, goodbye. I love you. I love you. What was I even talking about? I completely forgot what I was talking about before Kid barged in here. What was I talking about? The green screen, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna do more of those videos. So I really have to do my WWE Elite video because I actually have. Can you see it? Are they on? You can't see them. Okay, good. Can you see them? You can kind of see one of them. I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 WWE Elite figures, which I have not shown you yet. 4 of which are on card. So I'm going to show you them in card, and then I'm going to take them out. And then I'm going to put them in my cabinet. And then I'm going to show you my full WWE Elite collection. It is nothing to write home about. It's no Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona collection, Major Brothers Wrestling Figure Podcast collection. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that I really like. I'm huge into WWE. I've been watching it religiously since like 1998. So I love collecting the figures, and it's not a huge collection, but I'm very happy with what I have. Yes, I watched Money in the Bank. I thought that everything leading up to the corporate WWE Tower Money in the Bank match was pretty good. The actual Money in the Bank match was so damn cheesy. I cringed a few times. But yeah, so I called this, what did I call this damn video? Happy Old Comic Book Day, because today's Wednesday. It's supposed to be New Comic Book Day, but I got a little mini stack of old comics from the 80s and 90s there that I'm going to show you. Benjamin, I will break up that lot if you're interested. I saw your comment, and I will sell the...
Daddy, can I play on your phone?
No sweetness.
Why?
Because I literally bought your sister a new phone today, which she should be using, and you should be using the MacBook.
But
all right, here you go. Adios. Don't drop it.
I know.
They're not going to summer camp this year. They usually go to summer camp, and they have lots of fun out there, and they do like trips to places like the zoo and amusement parks and water parks. No summer camp this summer. They're staying home with me. God help me. God help me. Anyway, what was I talking about? This thing is already off the frickin' rails. Let me start at the top. William Montez had the first comment, so thank you very much for that. Stuart Fulbrook, also in Notification Squad. Knight of Ren 789's here. Lord Luigi. All my regulars who bail me out when I brain fart are here. Mark 44 Prime, how's it going? Jacob Olsen, Blair Weatherby. Where's the Shooter McGavin action figure? Shooter McGavin. If you don't know what Stuart's referring to, the My last video, I did a little mini haul of some vintage G.I. Joe figures, and one of the figures, Chuckles, looks just like the guy that played Shooter McGavin in Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. I always confuse those titles, but yeah, when I was rewatching it, I'm like, holy frick, he does look like that actor. So yeah, that was very, very funny when I read the comments. And he is awaiting accessories. Here's something I can show you. I actually ordered some accessories for one of these figures in that video. So check out that video if you have not seen it yet. It is episode 348, my last video. But here's the Dusty, and his gun arrived today. So there's the gun, the gunski. This was $9 for the freaking gun. And then I got the old backpack ski right there. I think that was like $4. But look at him being all complete in a little running pose. Freaking badass. Look at Dusty right there. Definitely not focusing right now. This is not my camera that I've been using for the edited videos. But nonetheless, there's Dusty looking like a stud. And then here is, I put Bazooka on a little stand as well. So he's in a little mini action pose, a little running pose. Look at that mustache. Look at that mother frickin' mustache. I'm envious of that mustache. But yeah, there's those two. And then the other guys are waiting for accessories. I am going to show you the comic books. I am going to show you some Sectaurs stuff, because I discovered something on these Sectaurs figures that I didn't even kind of know existed, because I think I've watched a couple reviews, but I don't think these have been pointed out. Maybe they have, and I just wasn't paying attention. But I'm going to show you something there too. Eddie Mendez says, "What's up, Cincy? Cool green screen in the most recent video." I had a lot of fun with it. It took a little bit more time to edit that video because I was doing the background transitions and stuff, but it was a lot of fun. I'm going to use it more often. I want to see more of your figures, please. Best part of the video and comic books. Yeah, I'm going to do some collection videos here shortly, starting with the WWE Elite. I do have a rather impressive Star Wars haul. I got a Grail. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I acquired a Grail that I have wanted for quite some time now. But I was able to make that work. Because I've been selling a lot of stuff. I've been kind of downsizing the collection, to pay for the car, but then I got a partial refund on the car, so I had a little bit of extra spending money, so I put it towards this Grail that I've been wanting, because I got a freaking ridiculous deal on this Grail. But stay tuned for that. That'll be an all Star Wars video. Let's see. Zach Cole says, "Bam! I have a 2-year-old. I totally feel your pain, homie." Mark 44 Prime says, "But I'm not like mad when they come in. I just think it's hilarious that like they don't come in for like hours. They'll just play Roblox and stuff and watch YouTube. And then literally as soon as I hit record and just start like streaming, bam, they come in. Bam, they come in. They have impeccable timing. Just like Mrs. Cincy, who always seems to like call me when I'm like taking a leak and I literally can't answer the phone. Impeccable timing in this family. I got Black Series 40th Empire Strikes Back Bespin Luke and Hoth Rebel Trooper in today. They're very good figures. Hoth Rebel Trooper is a contender for Black Series Figure of the Year for me. It's a damn good figure. Check out my last video, episode 348. I do a review on that figure. So like a full review on that figure. I love that figure. It's pretty badass. Blair Weatherby says, "Love the green screen video." Thank you very much. Iron Patriot said, "What's up, IP?" Iron Patriot says, "Cincy, come back to Chicago." Chicago is probably one of my favorite cities to go to for cons. Honestly, between C2E2, Wizard World, Celebration, I just friggin' love that city. I love Chicago. I love going there. I love the food. I love Portillo's. I love Giordano's. I love frickin' Malnati's. I could literally, if I had to move to the Midwest, I could live in Chicago. I love that city so much. I love the movies from there. I frickin' love John Hughes movies. Frickin' Uncle Buck. Did Uncle Buck take place in Chicago? I'm pretty sure it did. National Lampoon's Vacation, Clark Griswold, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Cubbies, the frickin' Sox. The Bulls? Jordan? Come on now. What did I forget? The Bears. They're okay. Let's see here. Did you watch Money in the Bank? Yes, I did. Sub Night Ren. Shout out to the Major Wrestling Figure Pocket. Yeah, shout out to those guys. I doubt it. If they were watching this, I doubt that they would comment, because then they would just be bombarded with stuff. But I know those guys watch other toy videos because they're big toy collectors. So if you guys are watching, if Cardona and Brian Myers are watching, what's up, guys? I'm a big fan of your show, and hope you have huge success wherever you guys go, to whatever federation. AEW confirmed. To whatever federation you guys go to, it's going to be AEW. But wherever you guys go, huge success. You guys are going to be stars. Let me get that. Oh, so Benjamin, yeah, I will break up that lot. I've given it a few days now with my last post on Facebook with stuff I'm selling. So if you want Undisputed Era, I will sell just those 3 if you're interested. So hit me up. I already read that. Let's see. Did you like Kane with mask or no mask? I am in search of. Actually, I'm not, because I just pre-ordered the Kane figure from Ringside Collectibles. I liked Kane with a mask. I always thought that he was menacing. He looks more scary with the mask on. But I just pre-ordered the. It's basically 2 figures, because it can be Undertaker in disguise as Kane or just regular Big Red Machine Kane. And I pre-ordered that one. I pre-ordered the frickin' Fiend on Ringside. I pre-ordered. There's a new AJ Styles. It's got the red and black OC gear on. Pre-ordered that one. And also, by the way, I think, was it on Raw? I was watching Raw when AJ came back after the WrestleMania match, and he's still rocking the OC shirt, which I think is pretty badass. Even though Gallows and Anderson are gone, I think it's freaking awesome that he's still rocking the OC shirt. I hope he keeps wearing that, just to respect his buddies. Looks like you're getting a new phone. I literally bought a freaking new iPhone because her phone broke. So I bought a new phone for her. It showed up today. We set it up for her. She's using it. And the plan was for her to use the phone and for P-Dog to use the freaking MacBook, because I gave them my old MacBook that I used when I first started this channel. That was the computer I used to edit these damn videos. So that was the plan. She comes up here, barges in, "Can I have your phone?" I'm like, what the frick? Why aren't you using the damn MacBook? Let's see here. I'm not, Lord Luigi, it's just, I'm not going crazy. I love those girls. It's just that they always come in here like when I'm live. I've only been live for 12 minutes. Feels like I've been on for like 30 minutes. AZ Legends 480, what's up, man? How's it going? Happy recent birthday. The comments just jumped. Slapshot Toys is here. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? Let me try and figure out where the frick I was when I stopped reading the comments. Oh, there I was. Is that where I was? Also, I found the Ricochet Elite figure. Hell yeah, dude. Is that the Network Spotlight, Benjamin? I'm looking for that figure. The one with the red shirt and I think it's yellow pants. I'm looking for that Ricochet. I just missed that one. I found the entire wave minus that one when I hit a Target this past weekend. Every man I know with daughters has a cave. You need a lock on that door. They would just start banging on the door if it was locked. They'd be like, "Daddy, daddy, daddy, daddy," just banging the crap out of that door. So it's probably better that I don't have a lock, because they would just destroy it. Every man. Oh, I read that. That is as cool as Spider-Man. Oh, this one? Yeah, this is a little mashup. Gorillas, for those that are aware of that group. Gorillas and Spider-Man. Pretty badass. Black Suit Spider-Man. Regular Spider-Man. Which one is that? Is that Miles? Miles Morales, and then 2099 down there. Why is the dog barking? Ooh, you know what, guys? If the dog's barking, that means UPS is here, and I am expecting 2 packages from UPS, and I'm really excited for those. So maybe, just maybe, the girls will bring the boxes up here when they arrive at the doorstep. Jacob Olson, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. He says he's a new subscriber. Thank you for that. Dusty's my boy when it comes to Joe's. I love Dusty. You saw him a lot in like cartoons and like toy commercials. He was always like on like a vehicle. He's just a badass. Ronald R. Tedor, a.k.a. Dusty. Is it Tedor or Tader? I never knew how to pronounce that. Man, I hope... And it actually says... Oh, that's rubbed off. But on the 25th, I think the 25th figure was it a DVD exclusive? Or was that Attack on Cobra Island? However Dusty came, it actually has his last name on his little thing there. Man, I hope they make a 6-inch Sergeant Slaughter. They have. It's actually 7-inch, and it's in the WWE Elite line. They actually made like 2 or 3 WWE Elite Sergeant Slaughters. And with his size, that could easily stand in with your Joes. So, yeah, look for a WWE Elite. I think it was a Hall of Fame figure, and I think they did a Legends figure too, but I think they've done 2 or 3 Sergeant Slaughters. I felt the old Joe itch lately. Sold mine. The 6-inch figures, I mean, I'm excited for them and stuff, but honestly, what they've done for me is rekindled my interest in the vintage Joes and like the 25th and club exclusive Joes. So, can you see it? I actually have part of my hauls right here, a couple convention or club exclusive Slaughters Marauders Joes, which you see in a soon video. But I'm going to read a couple more comments, and I'm going to show you the comics real quick. I'm loving these streams you're doing. Thank you for doing them to keep us entertained. Absolutely, Night of Ren. It's to keep you guys entertained and to reach out to you guys and to talk to people with like interests like me, like collecting figures and comics and stuff like that. And also to keep myself from going freaking stir crazy since we're still quarantining. Did you pre-order Tom Bowling? What's up, man? Did you pre-order the Kingpin Retro Legend? I did, in fact. Yes, I did. And I'm really excited for that one. So looking forward to that one. I did pre-order that one on BBTS. Blue Suns, remember C2E2? Hell yes, I remember C2E2. It's my favorite freaking comic book convention in the United States. Now, granted, I have not been to Heroes Con in the Carolinas. I think that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. But as far as C2E2, it's got the absolute best artist alley I've ever been to. It's freaking amazing. Mark 44 Prime Malnati's pizza is the best. I do like some Malnati's. I like Giordano's also. Slapshot Toys is in the house. Stuart Fulbrook says Kyle's in the house. You forgot demuggings. What is demuggings? Oh, no, I still don't know what that means. Lord Luigi says, speaking of MJ, CINCY, are you watching the Last Dance documentary on ESPN? You know what's funny? I was going to comment about this, but I just sounded way too stupid. Everyone, I didn't know what The Last Dance was, and all these dudes, especially like on Facebook, dudes are like, oh man, I can't wait to watch The Last Dance. I'm like, are they watching like, is this like a freaking So You Think You Can Dance? Like a freaking dancing show? Like Dancing with the Stars? Why are all these dudes watching a dancing show? It's kind of interesting. Is it like real cool, like hip hop dance or something? Like break dancing? And then I finally found out it has nothing to do with dancing. It is Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan documentary, I guess. So I haven't watched a single episode. Up until about last night, I thought it was a dancing show. So yeah, I have not seen it, but everyone's like, oh my God, you got to watch The Last Dance. It's freaking incredible. The last 10 minutes I was crying. I have to catch up on that apparently. Just got the Black Series Luke and Leia. Empire Strikes Back 40th today and yesterday. Bobby McCoskey, what's up, man? I just opened the package. I can't wait to shoot that WWE Elite video. I hope you're enjoying the figure that you picked up. Let's see here. Night of Ren says Cardona and Myers are going to AEW, no doubt. And I hope they don't break them up. I hope they go together. I'm interested to see what Matt Cardona's new gimmick is. He kind of hinted at doing something new, not being, the character that he was in WWE. But I'm interested to see what those guys come up with. I think they almost have to be face. I don't think they could be heels. I don't know. They might pull off a good heel persona. Let's see here. King Dingling says another live stream from Team Sweet Spot Posse. I think we're doing another Sweet Spot live stream on Saturday night on Josh's channel. So check that one out. I'm not sure how long I'll be there. I think we were just talking about doing it for like an hour or so, but I think we talked about doing it for an hour or so last time, and it went 5 hours. And I actually had to leave because I thought a freaking tree was going to hit the house, which it missed by like 3 feet. But hopefully, yeah, next time we do a live stream, hopefully there's not like freaking 80-mile-per-hour winds knocking trees down in the backyard. Why the F was there a George Sink commercial before you popped? Who's George Sink? I don't know what that is, BJ, but I'm interested to know. Let's see. Comments jumped again. So this gives me a great opportunity to show the comic books off. So it is technically new comic book day, but I believe new comic books don't start until next Wednesday. So I think DC is shipping some comics on the 20th next week. I think Marvel might go the week after. But it sounds like, I don't know if Diamond is actually back in business, back up and running, or if they have switched to a different distributor. But either way, new comics are coming again. So this was kind of like maybe one of the final quarantine old comic book day hauls that you'll see. I've been picking up a lot of like stuff that I wanted to fill want lists with. I've had a comic book want list forever. And I started, getting wind of these online sales. So I started participating, and let's just start with that. So this is from Amazing Spider-Man. I am a tremendous Todd McFarlane fan. I'm a huge, 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 huge fan of his artwork. I know Kyle is as well. But Todd McFarlane Spider-Man was what really hooked me into being a big-time comic book collector. I was reading X-Men. I stumbled upon Todd McFarlane Spider-Man comics, and I was just like, this is freaking amazing. This is going to be my new thing. So just like kind of Star Wars turned me into a toy collector, I think McFarlane had a huge, huge, huge part in turning me into a comic book collector. But here we go. Amazing Spider-Man number 309. This is a Todd McFarlane. This is part of his run. His run went from issue 298 of Amazing Spider-Man to 320. It's either 328 or 325. I cannot remember right now. But there is some beautiful, beautiful detailed artwork on that cover. MJ, look at the hair. All the detail in the hair that he drew. And then Spidey. McFarlane was the one that kind of invented the way that his webbing looks. Because before it was just basically like strands. And then McFarlane went the extra mile of like doing that little, how the webbing like spirals around itself. Freaking amazing. But anyway, there was 309. I needed that one. I still need 298, 299, 300, 306, and 316 to complete my McFarlane run of Amazing Spider-Man. This right here, the rest of these comic books, will, I believe, complete my Spider-Man run. So basically, he went from Amazing Spider-Man to start a new Spider-Man comic book, I think in 1990, with Spider-Man number 1. And he went 16 issues. And this right here, this stack, fills, I believe, the entire run that I needed. Here's issue 2. And just admire that artwork with Lizard on the cover. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. I believe these are all collected. So if you want to look into what I believe is the best Spider-Man artist ever, look into the trade paperbacks of Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man, the Todd McFarlane run. Here's issue 6. There's Hobgoblin. Loved his take on Hobgoblin. And just look at that beautiful cover right there. And then we have issue 7, and a guest starring Ghost Rider. And every guest star that you saw in Spider-Man just looked so amazing. Look at how he drew Ghost Rider there. The little spikes on his hand. And the skull. This was groundbreaking. Honestly, this was groundbreaking artwork for the time. In 1990, you were not used to this level of detail in artwork in comic books. So this was just absolutely amazing. 10 with your favorite Canadian mutant, Wolverine. And I loved how he drew Wolverine and the mask there. He also, I think he might have been one of the first ones to draw Wolverine's claws looking like basically large razors. You see how they're kind of like angular? Before, a lot of artists drew Wolverine's claws as just kind of like a cat's claw, just like kind of rounded and then with a point. McFarlane drew him like basically he's got like big ass razor blades in his hand. But there was Wendigo also in this one. Issue 10. And then we got 11 also with Wolverine. Look at how badass Wolverine looks right there. I love the exaggerated, they're not horns. They're like part of his mask, but I love how exaggerated they were in the 80s and 90s. They don't draw them like that anymore in comic books, but there's a beautiful cover right there again. And then Wolverine had a 3-issue. Was it 3 or more? I don't remember. Here's Wolverine in this one again. And this is Spider-Man issue 12. And then we got issue 13. This was an homage to Spider-Man number 1. Spider-Man number 1, he had the red and blue outfit on. This one, he has the black outfit on. So there's a little homage 1 year later after the series launched. And then here's another one. Still in the black outfit. I think that's Morbius, is it? I think that's Morbius. This is issue 14. Right there from 1991. I was, 16? This is when I started driving my ass to comic book shops instead of relying on my mom to drive me there or relying on my bicycle. Yeah, I got my own car and it was all over then. I started working, had like 3 jobs. I was earning money. I was setting up as a dealer at comic book shows and toy shows, hustling to make some money so I could buy lots of these. This was his final issue before he. This might be his final issue in Marvel, period. And then he went and started Spawn for Image. But I think this is his final ever issue for Marvel. And this one has X-Force. So you can see Shatterstar, Warpath, Boom Boom, Cannonball. I don't know if Cable was in this one. I have to read this one again. Been a while since I read this one, but there you go. That was the stack. A very, very awesome stack of Todd McFarlane Spider-Man comic books. Just freaking awesome. But starting next week, we're going back to new comic books. So we get to find out what's happening in all of our stories that we like to read. I'm probably always going to be a comic book fan. I just love it. All right, so let's talk about, let's check out the chat. And then I want to show you something with these Sectars figures. I unboxed a couple of these on the Sweet Spot stream. And I think they're freaking amazing. And I discovered something about them, which is pretty damn awesome. I need a drink, though, while I read. Okay. So Knight of Ren. Actually, let me scroll up here. Let's see. I don't know where the frick I ended here. I read the George Sink commercial one, which I still don't know what that means. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Hogan will always be mine, brother. Jason, I think my favorite wrestler of all time is probably Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, there's a few guys that I'm just huge fans of. Stone Cold, Edge, The Rock, obviously. Triple H, I'm a big fan of too. Kurt Angle. There's just a ton of dudes that really got me hooked into wrestling. But I kind of started in 1998, 1999, and then I went hardcore watching wrestling all the time from then. So I kind of started in Attitude Era, which is why I'm so like big on Attitude Era collecting those figures right now. William Montes says, how about Rey Mysterio? Hopefully that's not the last we see of Rey in WWE. If it is, that's a hell of a way to exit with that setup injury there from frickin' Seth Rollins, the psychopath now. Have you ever been to Quake Collectibles toy store in Chicago? No, but I've heard a lot of great things about it. I've never made it there. Whenever I go to Chicago to hit the cons and stuff, I'm usually at the cons most of the time, so I don't get a chance to check out the nearby stores. Benjamin got the Network Spotlight figure. That's a good Ricochet figure. I found everyone in that line but Ricochet. Let's see here. You got a good collection of Gorilla shirts. Yeah, I have like 3 of these homage shirts. I have this one. I have a Thor one. I have a Venom one. I just like it. I think it's a cool design. Just it's real clean design with the 4 and the 4 characters there. So yeah, I got a few of them there. Have you been able to work out while in quarantine home gym yet? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of cardio, honestly. I haven't really been lifting too much. I have weights down in the garage and I have a punching bag and all kinds of stuff down there, but I've been doing mostly just core stuff, a lot of sit-ups and crunches, and a lot of cardio. So I have lost since the beginning of the year 23 pounds. So I'm actually feeling pretty good. I can like run up the steps now and not be out of breath by the time I get to the top. Let's see here. I'm selling my Marvel figure arts and getting more WWE elites. Fabulous Disaster says. Funny thing about Marvel figure arts, I'm actually starting to pick up a couple of those. I just got that Thanos from Craigster from Narc. Check it out in the last episode, episode 348, which went live today on YouTube. So check that one out when you get a chance. But I reviewed that one too, Thanos from Endgame. But I'm thinking about picking up a few more figure arts. Let's see here. Okay, so Buck Wild says that Rudat backwards, named after Ron Rudat, worked on the line back in the day. So it's Tater is kind of how you say the name, I think. Knight of Ren confirms that. Tater, Ron Rudat designed him and a lot of the Joes. Tater is Rudat spelled backwards, and Ron is like Ronald. Goji Horror, I'm doing pretty good. Cincy, did you ever get the big black series tie? I did, and it broke. So basically, I got that one. I got it for like $30, and I loved it. And then one of the wings stopped locking into place. And I started messing with it, and I found out that the tab on the inside broke. So I was like, well, that sucks. So I ended up, because the wing would not stay on, it just kept popping off. I ended up taking the spring out, and I was just like, all right, it's just going to sit in there. And I was like, if it's going to be like this, I'm just going to glue it in there. So I tried to glue it in there. The glue wouldn't hold. Anyway, it's a total freaking foobar. And I missed out because I think it was Dorkside Toys had that damn ship for sale on May the 4th for $19.99. And had I known that mine was going to go to crap, I would have freaking bought another one. But I'm stuck with a broken one right now. It still looks beautiful on the outside. It's just that in the back of my mind, I know that it's broke as F. And I just need to find some really, really, really strong glue to glue that wing in, because it falls out and it just pisses me off. And I did not even answer your question properly, because now that I read it again, you said Black Series tie, and I was talking about vintage collection ties. So I guess disregard everything I just said. Did you ever? Oh, I read that one. Fully agree. C2E2's artist alley is unbelievable. Kyle confirms. Kyle and I like to partake in some original artwork, some commission stuff when we go to these Comic-Con. So hopefully the Cincinnati one is still on. Hopefully we can go to that. I'm looking forward to that. Venomized Beard is here. How's it going? Hey, bud, are you getting the Lightning Collection GameStop exclusive Lord Zed and Rita 2-pack? I really want the Rita. I don't need another Zed. It's the same exact freaking Zed. I wish that it was slightly different. And there is the UPS. Bam. There's my ring. The dog must be outside because he didn't go apeshit right now. Oh, there he goes. Right on cue. So there are 2 packages being delivered right now. The dog's losing his mind. And Kyle, yes, I think one of them is from you. Let's see here. But what was I talking about? Rita. Yeah, I want the Rita. I have the Zed. You can see him right there. Same exact figure. Had they changed it slightly, I would have gone for the 2-pack. Just slightly. Just add some metallic paint to him so it's a different deco. Anything to make it look different. It's literally just a repack. And it's lazy as frick on Hasbro's part, but I don't know why they didn't think that they could sell Rita by herself. Rita's going to get bought. She was one of the main villains. So yes, I do want Rita, but I don't want to spend 40-ass bucks on one figure. So if anyone needs a Zed and you want to buy my Zed, then I'll get the 2-pack. BJ says, get your butt to Heroes Con, then we'll talk. I'm actually planning next year to go to the Carolinas. Not for Heroes Con, but for the Winter Classic. Because the Carolina Hurricanes are playing. I don't know who they're playing, but I want to go to that Winter Classic game. So yeah, I will be in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina next year sometime. If you were a sports fan, do yourself a favor, watch The Last Dance, Lord Luigi says. Kyle says next year for sure, since he's sure Heroes is going to cancel this year. So Kyle, let's do it. Let's go to HeroesCon next year, dude. Let's do it. I've always wanted to go to it. Enjoying my Moon Knight Mezco. It's in my D12 with all my other Mezcos. Thanks again. Absolutely, dude. I'm glad that you got that figure, and I'm glad it's in your collection. Let's see here. Matt Cardona's Zack Ryder character was a surfer jabroni. Let's see here. Comments just jumped. So let's see where I am now. Nerds were the... So while I try and find out where I was before these damn comments jumped, I'm going to show you something. Man, Godfather for Spaghetti Web. Spaghetti Web! Oh, yes, yes. I was like, what is he talking about? Todd McFarlane. So here's what I was going to show you. So I unboxed these new Zeta toys. These are 3 3/4 inch figures. Sectars. If you were in the 80s, you probably... Well, that was unfortunate. You probably... I'll show you what happened in just a second. You probably remember these guys, Sectars. They were like 7-inch figures. And Zeta Toys, which is a smaller toy company, has redone these, and they look amazing, and they're loaded with accessories, loaded with extra hands. They've got damn good articulation for 3 3/4 inch figures, double jointed knees, wrist articulation. I can't tell if that's a double joint. I think it's a single jointed elbow, but they look great. Lots of accessories, different head sculpts, stuff like that. But here's the thing. Let me fix. Man, that is. Here's the thing that I just discovered. So see this? See this? We're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and bam. Magnetized feet on Sectars figures. I had no friggin' idea that they had magnetized feet. That's a good thumbnail right there if I needed one. But that's pretty badass, because these, I just bought like some Starcom stuff, and magnetized feet. They need more of these and more figures. But what was unfortunate is right now, just now, I picked up this this guy here, Spydrax, and one of his little friggin' magnets fell out of his foot. It's literally stuck to my metal table here. So yeah, he's only got one magnet now. I don't think he'll hold. Let's see if he holds. He's not wanting to hold. But yeah, so I'm going to need to take this magnet. It's a tiny little magnet. And maybe try and peg it back into his foot. I don't know if it glues in or what. But what I was trying to get at, there it is. It's back in there now. Magnets in the damn feet. Just when these things couldn't get any better. That's a little badass little gimmick that just makes me want to buy more of these guys. So Sectars figures, Zeta Toys, they're like $20, I think. So they're not cheap. They're 3 3/4 inch figures, but again, you get a lot for your $20. I'm just going to go clear to the frickin' bottom since the comments jumped on me again. Let's see here. I want to buy some of your hot toys. Nadia Amin says, I have to figure out if I'm selling any more hot toys right now. I sold a few, but I'm not sure if I'm going to sell more. I have to figure that out. I kind of love all the ones that I have right now, so... Let's see here. Dre's Geek Depot. I can give you guys a tour here in Charlotte. Sweet, dude. Yeah, I'm up for that. Because I don't really know the area very well. I know there's a bunch of guys. I know BJ is in that area. Jetta Patrol's in that area. There's a bunch of guys that I know that are in that general vicinity. So I'm looking forward to going to North Carolina for A, Heroes Con, and B, the Winter Classic. I know Jack Squad about Sectars, but those figures are awesome looking. They really are. They're freaking sweet. Great paint, metallic paint. They're just all around great figures. Check out Zack Ryder's video on his channel for Quake Toys in Chicago. You might like it, bro. Is that the one with all the wrestling stuff? I think I might have seen that video. Did you pick up the new Star Wars Retro? No, I have not seen those. Actually, I did. I take that back. I went to Walmart the other day. They had a Lando and a Leia. I think those are the only two that they had. It was Hoth Leia and Lando. And I thought about it. I was like, do I want to get these? And I passed on them. But I don't know. I might pick them up. They look cool. I don't like the gigantic freaking... Sorry, I was reading a message from Mrs. CINCY. Let me just respond to her real quick because this deals with... We were supposed to go on a family vacation this year. Is too risky. I agree, it is too risky. So we were supposed to go on a family vacation. We go on a family vacation once a year, and it's like basically this year is going to be with my family. Usually it's my mom and my brother that go with us. But because my mom is getting up there in age and it's harder for her to move around and stuff, it was going to be my brother going with us to Mexico, to a Mexican resort. And we have just decided to cancel that trip because it was going to be in July. And I honestly think it's too risky to go with travel and bringing kids. And we don't know what the situation is going to be down there. And what if there's another outbreak and we get locked out of the frickin' United States and we can't come back in? It's just too risky. So I think we're canceling that trip and we might just do Plan B. And I think, I don't know, maybe Plan B is like Destin, Florida, or Orange Beach, Alabama, one of those. But yeah. So I just agreed it was too risky in our little family chat here. Anyway, guys, they have lots of Corona in Mexico. Beer or the virus? I know they have a lot of Corona beer down there. Your channel is awesome. Thanks from Chicago. Absolutely, Punisher. Thank you very much for enjoying the channel. I enjoy your city. I love your city so much. It's just it's such a fun place to visit for all the cons they have there. Do you like the Black Series 40th Bespin Luke? I know the figure is an upgrade of the 2014 release. The head sculpt is money for Mark Hamill's face. I love that figure. Yeah, Bespin Luke is my favorite look for Luke. And I bought that one, and I really like it. They could have upgraded some of the things on the body itself, but they kept the actual, everything from the neck down is the same figure as the previous release. It might have slightly different paint apps, like maybe some wash on it. For the most part, it's the same exact body, different head sculpt, but I love the head sculpt, so it's a great figure. Orange Beach, Alabama. Okay, I'm just catching up. I'm multitasking right now. I got this. Let's see here. Star Wars Hot Toys, nice change, man. Yeah, I moved the detolfs around. So in this one, and this one, and this one, it used to be Marvel, and I moved all the Marvel over, and I put the Star Wars on this side. And I like the way it looks. I like to just change things up. If you have the same figures and you're like working with a budget and you're not buying a whole lot of stuff, if you just change things up, it keeps things fresh. Either change poses or just, I don't know, freaking mix it up. Move stuff around. But yeah. Let's see here. How would people feel if Hasbro started doing a deluxe archive wave? It like a re-release of Luke Tauntaun. I'd love it because there's a lot of older figures that are pricey. I would love a Luke Tauntaun. I would love a Luke Wampa with different paint apps, the digital face printing and stuff. They could make those figures look so much better. Uber Hulk. What's up, Uber Hulk? Hello, Cincy. Where's your mask section? It is behind me right now. See if I can move out of the way and you can see it. Bam! Right there. So I have all my vintage stuff in one detolf. Eventually I want to get another detolf and put the vintage stuff over here off camera. Over there. And but yeah, there's my mask stuff right there. I had the Rhino up top, but I moved the Starcom Starmax Bomber right there. Moved the Ewok Village there. Because something is now in the place of where the Ewok Village was in the loft. So I had to move the Rhino down. The Rhino's in there now. It's very, very packed in that top shelf there with all the mask vehicles. This second shelf is not as packed. with the Venom vehicles. I just have Switchblade, Jackhammer, and Piranha. I want to get a Stinger. I want to get a freaking Vampire, Manta. There's a few. Volcano, Outlaw. There's a few that I want. Pre-ordered my first hot toy the other day, starting with Commander Cody. So Bobby Makovsky, hell of a good selection with your first hot toy figure. I also pre-ordered Commander Cody. I also pre-ordered Captain Rex. And I pre-ordered, what's his ass? Mud Trooper Han. So, yep. I don't know if I'm necessarily done with Marvel Hot Toys, but something in me, like when Infinity War happened and Endgame happened, it was almost like the end of a big, long book. And I feel like as a Marvel MCU hot toy collector, I kind of feel like complete. So I know they're doing the Black Widow movie in November, and we're probably going to get Black Widow hot toys. And I know we're going to get hot toys from Guardians 3. We're going to get hot toys from frickin' Falcon and the Winter Soldier Netflix show, and probably WandaVision. They're going to do more MCU figures, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm done collecting Marvel Hot Toys figures. I feel like this is a good end point with Endgame. I feel like if I was to get the Thor from Endgame, Worthy Cap, I feel like Worthy Cap can be a good end to my MCU Hot Toys collection. Or Snap Tony. I appreciated Cap the most in Endgame. I gotta get Worthy Cap. I don't know if I necessarily need Snap Tony. I mean, it's kind of cool to have that because that was the last you see of him, potentially. But Cap was just the frickin' best in Endgame. The absolute best. And that was probably one of my biggest WTF moments in movie history when he caught Mjolnir and started throwing frickin' lightning and just started beating Thanos' ass with Mjolnir. And I was just like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life on a movie screen. So I think that if I was to get one more MCU Hot Toys figure and then call it quits and retire from collecting MCU Hot Toys figures, it's going to be Worthy Cap. Because it's also symbolic, because the very first Marvel MCU hot toy I ever purchased was this guy right here, Avengers Cap. So not only is it kind of symbolic because it's the end of the chapter, it's the end of that big book. They closed, what was it, Phase frickin' 4? That huge long arc that started with Iron Man #1. And it's also symbolic because personally, my very first MCU Hot Toys figure I ever owned was Cap. So it'd be cool to end with Cap too. So there you go, guys. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and they keep producing more and more Star Wars Hot Toys figures that I really, really like and really want. And I'm like, do I want to spend my money on Hot Toys figures for Star Wars? Because they're pricey, they're expensive. You got to save money for them. You got to use payment plans and stuff. And money don't grow on trees, so I gotta make ends meet. I gotta sell stuff that I'm not in love with anymore to buy stuff that I want. Every single pre-order that I have right now for Hot Toys is a Star Wars figure. So I was thinking, am I done with Marvel? But then I thought, nope, I need one more. I need Worthy Cap. Anyway, Kiwi Collector, I would probably make an exception for that one. He says, imagine an Olivia Munn Psylocke hot toy. Let's see here. They made a third-party one. I forgot. Was it Toys Era? I forgot who made that one. Let me scroll up a little because I missed a lot. My little diatribe there on Hot Toys MCU figures. 104 people in here. I think I'm gonna call it at an hour. So I got like 11 minutes left. So if you have any questions or anything you want me to answer, ask away. Let's see. Uber Hallcast, where's Boulder Hill? I had to sell Boulder Hill when we moved to Texas, but I want to pick up another one. That's definitely on my want list. Bobby's thinking about getting Rex. I think if you get Cody, you got to get Rex or you got to get Obi-Wan. I think they just pose well together. Because I don't think of anyone else that could pose with Cody. Because if you're posing on a Detolf, you can see here, they look good with 2 figures per Detolf shelf. Just personally, I think that. So if you have Cody, it has to be with either Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith, which is really pricey right now, actually, or Rex, and do the clones in their own shelf. That's how I'm going to do it. Nadia says, Ed says, where's the DC Hot Toys? I don't think I have any more DC Hot Toys. I had a ton. But I've traded them and sold them. The one that I regret, I think the most, is the Suicide Squad figures. Everyone hates that movie. I love the Suicide Squad. I can rewatch that movie. I just like it a lot. And the Will Smith Deadshot figure and the Harley Quinn from that movie, I regret selling. So yeah, I mean, most of the stuff when I sell it, I think about it. I'm like, can I live without this? Will I be upset not having this in my collection anymore? And about 95% of the time, I can say goodbye to something and not like feel remorse. But occasionally, there's figures that I end up selling or trading off to get something new, and I'm like, damn it, I freaking missed that figure. And those are the 2 that I missed the most from the DC stuff. So I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll try and find them again. Let's see here. Jason says, AZ Legend says, I feel like I'm done collecting MCU Marvel Legends now, I think. Yeah, I think Endgame was just like a good ending point for like ending a collection. I mean, they're going to make more. I bought all the Black Widow Marvel Legends. I think they look great. I like Hopper. I like David. All right, here's your first brain fart. I just said this guy's name the other day. David Harbour? Harbour. David Harbour. He plays Hopper. I like him as an actor. He was also in Extraction. I almost had a brain fart there. Extraction with Chris Hemsworth on Netflix. Holy freaking ass. If you're an action movie fan, do yourself a favor and watch that damn movie. And I want to watch it again because there is a tracking shot. For those that don't know, a tracking shot is one continuous shot with no cuts. And this was simulated to be a tracking shot. I know where the cuts were. When you watch enough movies, you can tell where the actual cuts were. Like 1917, it was filmed to look like one shot, but there are a lot of cuts in that movie. You just have to know where to look. Usually when there's like really, really dark, or like when there's a moment of CGI, there's a cut there. Anyway, there's a scene, an action scene that is very, very long. I think it lasts maybe for like 10 to 15 minutes. And it's a single tracking shot. It's freaking amazing. One of the camera shots they had in that, I'll just tell you right now, Hemsworth is driving a car in reverse. He's backing up because he's running from someone. He's driving a car in reverse. The camera is way out here, filming the car in reverse. And then he spins and the car is going forward. The camera then goes inside the freaking car, in through the back seat, and then it starts filming from the perspective of inside the car. I still don't know how they did that. I'm assuming it was done with like a big long like crane or something, and it was practically done with the camera actually going into the car, being attached to the car the whole time, like on some kind of rail system. I don't know. Stuff like that really intrigues me. But Extraction, watch it. Dog still barking. Where was I? 54 minutes, 110 people strong. Why are there always the most people on here when I'm about to end it? I'll go a little bit longer because there's a lot of people in here and there's a lot of good comments and stuff. Bobby says if they make Taskmaster and Red Guardian Hot Toys from the Black Widow movie, I might get them. I would say yes. I think they're going to do that. Honestly, I think Taskmaster's a given because I don't think that they're going to need to get the likeness rights for that because they'll just have him in the mask. Part of what takes so much time and costs a lot of money is getting the actors' likeness rights, signing to a little contract where they get some scratch from using their face. And from Taskmaster, he'll probably get unmasked at the end, but no one's going to want that figure. They're going to want the masked Taskmaster figure, and that'll be easy for Hot Toys to produce. So I think that's a given. I think ScarJo they already have like her likeness right, so they'll do a white outfit Black Widow figure. Yelena Belova, Florence Pugh, that might be difficult. David Harbour, that might be difficult because they have to get those guys and those actor and actresses likeness right. So I don't know if we'll see those. Stop barking, dude. Dude's a nervous wreck. He's still barking at whatever.
Dada,
Yes.
here's your phone. It's at 20%.
Oh, thanks for running my battery down, sweetie pie. Love you.
You did.
20%. Awesome.
That
Thanks.
is a great thing to do.
That's a great thing to do to your parents. Yeah, run their phone battery down.
Yes.
Why is he barking? Can you shut the blind so he can't see outside, please? Freaking dog. Cap is my guy in Endgame. Love Cap. Let's see here. Cap wielding the hammer is the greatest MCU scene. I gotta agree with that. I can't like right offhand. If I think just if we do just like lightning round and you're like favorite MCU scene, freaking Cap Mjolnir catching the damn hammer and then boom and then whoop, 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 and then I mean, does it get any better than that? Does it really? I don't think so. I teared up. I did too. Nady P 513.
Daddy, I can't reach the blinds.
All right, sweetie, I'll get him. I love you. Come here, Will. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. Piss off. Not you, the dog. I love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I teared up too. I teared up big time. I cried a couple times in Endgame. That opening scene got me with Hawkeye and his family because that got me in the feels. I was just like, oh my God, what if that happened to my family? My freaking kids just disappear and stuff and the wife disappears. I would just lose it. I would probably go freaking full on Ronin too. I would probably be worse off than Clint Barton. I'd probably go freaking Punisher. Just start freaking annihilating dudes that didn't get snapped when my family's gone. Freaking, I'd go full on Punisher. So I think Clint Barton, I think he handled it rather well. Just hunting down Yakuza. Where was I? David Harbour. David Harbour was also in Black Mass. I have not seen that. That's the Johnny Depp movie. I have not seen Black Mass. Is that the Johnny Depp movie? Am I thinking of the right movie? Endgame was a nice way to end your Marvel Legends game, huh? Are you getting Snake Mountain? No. I don't have room for it. You see Grayskull, how much room it takes. I don't even look at it up there. I got the Ewok Village. I got Grayskull. I had to put the Battle Cat and the frickin' Cringer somewhere. I have a Wind Raider, and I have a big-ass Omega Supreme up there. I don't have room for it. I wish I could get it, because I would love to put Grayskull on one end over there and then put frickin' Snake Mountain on the other end. I just don't have room for it. So it sucks. But I would love to get it, and I think it looks amazing. And the newest pictures that they released of Snake Mountain with the new paint, the details, how the snake looks like it almost has metallic paint apps. Freaking brilliant. A+. A+. It looks so much better than the initial images. So anyone in here that ordered Snake Mountain, I'm envious of you, because that thing looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Dre's Geek Depot, we should do a meetup here at Heroes Con. Hell yes. I'm definitely up for that. Do they sell beer on the floor of Heroes Con? I know that was a random question, but it was cool at Celebration, Star Wars Celebration. When I was done like spending money and just walking around and looking at stuff, it was cool to just hang out in front of the beer vendor and buy like $8 beers and just hang out with people. So many people came up and they said hi. And they're like, hey, what's up? I watch you on YouTube and stuff. And it was cool to hang out with people. So that's why I asked, do they sell beer on the floor of Heroes Con? Because There you go. There's our meetup spot. I'll be in front of the beer vendor. Bobby says, I feel like you just convinced me to get Captain Rex Hot Toy. Hey, it's not due out till January, so you have lots and lots of time to pay it off. Because I think Cody's due out in September, so you'll have a full like freaking, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months before it's released. You could easily payment plan it, pay it off. You're not worried about doubling up on payment plans. That's one of my big worries about Hot Toys is you start payment planning different items, and then they just start running on top of each other, and you just start seeing the charges on your credit card. You're like, oh man, I'm getting hit hard with these freaking payment plan payments. I need the Anakin and Obi, but they're expensive. Do you think they will make any other versions of them? I think your best bet, because they are expensive, they jumped up in price. For some reason, Star Wars Hot Toys, pretty much all of them, are jumping up in price big time as soon as they go to like waitlist. As soon as they go to waitlist and it says waitlist full, boom, they freaking jump. It's crazy. So I don't know if it's just like so much interest in Star Wars right now because of Mandalorian and Clone Wars and all the announcements that are being made. Taika Waititi doing his own movie and freaking Filoni and Favreau just kicking major ass on Star Wars right now. I think there's just like a resurgence in the love for Star Wars. Because I think people legitimately dropped off after like Last Jedi. Last Jedi kind of killed a little bit the Star Wars love, and then people like didn't go see Solo just because of Last Jedi. Which Solo, I mean, I liked Solo a lot. I think that was a great movie. But what the hell was I talking about? But yeah, I think there's just a lot of popularity in Star Wars right now, so it's a good time to get into those figures before they jump up in price. Favorite Black Series of 2020 so far? My favorite Black Series of 2020. That's a tough call. I really like the Zori Bliss figure, and I really, really like the Hoth Trooper, and I also like the Snowspeeder Luke. So those are like 3 figures that have come out recently that I really like for Black Series. Zori Bliss is a really underrated figure. I don't think anyone's really talking about that figure, but I just think it's really well done. Let's see. Digging the throwback red leggings hat. Oh, the reds. Okay, yes, red leggings. Yes. I was like, what? My brain didn't process that fast enough. Looking for Obi. Oh, I already read that one. Let's see here. If you start collecting Hot Toys, I don't own any. What is a good starting point? Depends what you like, Rob. I mean, there's DC figures that are available right now. There's Marvel MCU figures. There's Star Wars figures that are available right now. I would say if you're a Star Wars fan, right now is a damn good time because I think the Commander Rex and the Captain Rex and the Commander Cody look fantastic. Qui-Gon Jinn is available on pre-order right now. That's a great figure to start with. He's one of my favorite characters from the prequels. If you go MCU, Worthy Cap is going to release in a month or two. I just cannot wait for that figure. So it just depends on what you like, what property you like. And there's a lot of Hot Toys available right now. Who's my favorite G.I. Joe? Oh, man. Snake Eyes. I got to say Snake Eyes. And Flint, probably. I was a huge, huge Flint fan from the cartoon. And Snake Eyes from the comic book. But yeah, those are my 2 favorites, I think. I like a lot of Joes. I like Shipwreck. I like Bazooka. A lot of favorites. Tom Bowling says, I've got Furious 7 on the TV right now. How come you and Josh Pence don't have hot cars? He's got a really nice car. I don't. I have a car that I'm very nervous to drive right now. I've driven it a total of like maybe 10 miles. It hasn't done anything yet, but I've got like PTSD from that damn car. Because I don't have a lot of fears in life, but one of my kind of like lame fears is breaking down on the side of the road. And I've broken down on the side of the road 7 times I've been driving for 30 years. I've been driving for 30 years, 3 decades, and I've broken down on the side of the road 7 times. 4 of those times happened in a 2-week span. And that was recently. And that's why I'm like so freaking shell-shocked to drive that car. I'm just like scared to drive that freaking car because I'm afraid I'm going to break down on the side of the road. I don't even want to drive with anyone in it. If I have to drive it, I'm driving by myself. I sure as shit don't want to drive with the kids in the car because if I break down on the side of the road, they're in the car with me. Someone doesn't see me. They don't see my hazard lights on. They freaking rear end us and we're dead. So yeah, that's why I'm scared. But we sunk so much money into this stupid car to get fixed. I like almost have to drive it for a little while. Plus, we have other expenses that we're working on right now for the house that I don't think it's like a good financial idea to spend money on a new car. I think in a year's time I can do that. But for right now, I'm stuck with the car that scares the shit out of me. Pardon the language, but it does. That's just pure honesty right there. I'm grabbing the Flash Gordon and Ming the Merciless Hot Toys. Those are done by, they're not Hot Toys. They're done by, I think they're 3-0, but they look freaking amazing. They look absolutely amazing, especially the Ming from Flash Gordon. I'm really tempted to get into those, but they just look great, BJ. They're either Sideshow or 3-0 or something. They're not Hot Toys, but they look fantastic. AZ Legend says Storm Shadow and Serpentor, so I think those are his 2 favorite shows. An ADP, did Mezco send you John Wick yet? No, and I paid for that sucker over a year ago. And that was one of those figures that like it locked up when I tried to get it. I tried to use my credit card on Mezco's site, and their site was just pure ass back then. I still think it's kind of crappy, but like the releases are a little bit easier to get now. Plug. What was she? All right, I'm sorry, sweetie pie. She's not being nice to you. Well, why don't you play on my phone? Make sure you plug it in since you ran it down to 20%. And don't go down there because she's making you mad right now. So just stay up here and play on yours, okay? Dad mode. I usually have to do that at least once a day because one of them makes the other upset and I have to console. Now they're screaming at each other. So hopefully P-Dog doesn't get pissed off and just freaking launch my phone. Because that would be my luck. That she gets pissed off at her sister, takes the phone I just gave her, my phone, and just like, ah! And then just launches it. AZ Legend says, story of my life last 18 years, kids. Having kids is awesome. I got to say, it is awesome. It's work though sometimes, but I look forward to it. Time to play the silverback. What's that? Let's see here. And big sisters and big brothers can be just mean sometimes. I'm the little brother. I have one brother. He's 8 years older than me, so he wasn't mean to me that often. But I was the one that was basically getting picked on and stuff. So I know how to console a little sibling when they're getting picked on. Anyway, back to the chat here. Did I show you everything I was going to show you? I showed you the freaking Sectaurs, Magnetic Feet. I showed you the comic books. I did. We're at hour and 9, 133. So yes, our highest audience is right now. Did you order the Mezco exclusive Blade? I did, Brian. And that was, I think that was probably 90% fear of missing out. Because it's MDX frickin' Mezco exclusive. And I didn't want to, in 2 or 3 days, say, That does look pretty cool. I should get that. And then it's freaking waitlisted. So yeah, Mezco got me with FOMO. So I'm sure they got a lot of people with that. But yes, I did pre-order it. If I don't like it, if I change my mind on it, I can always just trade it to someone that wants it for something that I want. But yeah. Let's see. Just wait until they're teenagers. Please don't scare me because Tay-Tay already acts like a teenager sometimes. So I just want them to be little kids because they're nice most of the time. Just sold all of my Mezcos for 25th Joe's. Link Cross says. Just received my Baron Benz today. I've seen a couple pictures of Baron Benz. A couple people got those. Very interesting looking figure. If I was, if I had more Rumble Society figures, if I had some Gomez's, if I had the Pink Skulls Club, I would definitely get the Baron Benz, but I don't have any of those. So I feel like there's not really like a good jumping on point. I feel like that they could afford to make a Gomez figure every other Rumble Society release that they have. So, you know, they've done what 3 or 4 Gomez figures, but they're all like what freaking $400 or $500. So like a regular collector that's like, oh, I really like what they're doing there. I kind of want to jump on this. Can't because it's out of price range. So I feel like that after Baron Benz now, the next Rumble Society figure that they release should be a Gomez. And maybe produce a little bit more so that a little bit more people can get it before the damn thing sells out. Because the last few are just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, it's like, if you can't get a He-Man figure, you're not going to start a Masters of the Universe collection. If you can't get a frickin'... They're still yelling at each other. If you can't get an Optimus Prime, you're probably not going to start a Transformers collection. You want the main guy, so... I think he meant hot cars like the hot toy versions of cars, not like the car you drive. I wish I had a hot car. But if I can hold out a year, and my car doesn't die on me and it hangs in there and money starts looking better and like we've paid off the house things that we're working on, I could potentially get my dream car, which is a hardtop or soft top Jeep Wrangler. I've always wanted a Jeep Wrangler since I was in high school. All the cool kids had Jeep Wranglers. I did not. I had a Mitsubishi POS is what I had. But if I can hold out a year, Miss CINCY and I talked about it because we will have no car payments for a year at that point. We'll be living fairly debt-free. We've been really, really good with our money, paying off things. So it would allow us to maybe splurge on a car. So Jeep Wrangler, that's what I'm hoping for. And I want the kind, even if it's a hardtop, I want the kind you can like remove and just like be riding in the wind with like just the roll bar and stuff. I always thought that was so freaking badass. When I saw the cool kids in high school just freaking rolling around in their Jeep, no seatbelts on, freaking dangerous as shit, with just a roll bar, and they're like standing up and they're like, yeah, senior year. And I was just like, all right, I'm going to go work my 3 jobs now with no friends. Those guys were awesome, and I was envious of their car. Just got an Adidas Hartford Whalers jersey. What? They're still producing that? I want that. I've been trying to get that one. I want to get a Hartford Whalers Adidas jersey, and I want to get a Phoenix Coyotes 3rd jersey. Let's see here. I hear that old song, I Don't Want to Grow Up. You know the rest. Yes, I am a Toys R Us kid. Have you ordered the McFarlane Arkham Joker? It looks good. I just got a picture in the Sweet Spot chat. Craig found the Arkham Batman and Joker, and I had no intentions of buying either of those, but I saw the picture. I'm like, hot damn, those things look freaking awesome. So I don't know. It's going to be a game time decision. When I see those things in store, I might pick them up. I'm not sure. Let's see here. The Sahara is really nice too, Patrice says. Get a Jeep Rubicon lifted, Rob Oliva says. That would be pricey. I don't know if we're going to be in Jeep Rubicon lifted price range. We might just have to stick with like the Bear model. The wind blowing through my hair, yes. My luscious hair. The wind blowing through my stubble. Do you think if the 6-inch Joes do well, they will eventually make retro card versions of the Joes with classic artwork? Here's what I think. I think if the 6-inch Joes do well and they go through like maybe 2-3 waves of like the new modernized versions, I think we're going to get flashback cards, like a vintage card, just like the retro Star Wars 40th anniversary frickin' Empire Strikes Back. We're going to get some retro cards with retro decos, and I think we might even get some 3 3/4-inch figures again. Like just much, much more detailed, better stylized, better proportioned, better scaled 3 3/4-inch Joes. And I would really, really, really look forward to those. Because some of the 25th Joes, they look good, but they could improve. Some of those early 25th Joes, I'm looking at you like Roadblock and Scarlet, and the Duke's pretty good. But some of those early 25th Joes, they could do much better with those. And as proof, just look at the, if you're a G.I. Joe collector, look at the, I think it was the club exclusive Roadblock Tiger Force figure. And look how well that's done. That could be the regular Roadblock figure, 3 3/4-inch. I want Crocmaster and Big Boa. DJ MPTV says, have you already gotten the Imperial Probe Droid in 6-inch Black Series? Interesting you ask that question. Because here's a little sneak preview of my Star Wars video. So yes, I got that one in. I got the Star Wars video is going to be a couple Black Series figures. You just saw one. An SH Figuarts Star Wars figure that I got. And the mother of all Star Wars grails for me. I got it. So the Star Wars video is coming after the WWE Elite video. Potentially after another haul video. But yes, so there you go. So yes, I got the Probe Droid, but that's just a little preview. And I'm going to be unboxing it, and I'm going to show you out of the package and all that good stuff too. So let's see here. The joints are loose on a lot of the 25th Joes. Correct. Yeah, they are. They again, they could really stand to be improved in like a modernized 3 3/4-inch figure. AZ Legend says, I just got that Probe Droid. It's great. I saw one review on it. It looked pretty good, and I'm excited about it. And Empire is my favorite movie of all time, and I love the Hoth scene. So, and I ordered the frickin' Snowspeeder. So I'm going to have the Snowspeeder. I'm going to have Dak. I already have Hoth Luke. I got a couple Hoth Troopers. I got Probe Droid. I hope they do a Snowtrooper again, a 6-inch Black Series Snowtrooper, and I hope they do the Commander, because if you look at the difference between the actual regular Snowtrooper and the Commander, look, I think in one of the AT-ATs, one of the scenes, they show a Commander, and it's like mask is very, very like wrinkle free. It's just very straight. The actual Snowtroopers, their mask looks all like kind of wrinkled. And I always loved the Commander, just the way it looked. It looked much more clean. The mask is different on the Commander. And I hope if they do a 6-inch Snowtrooper, it's that one. Haven't opened my Probe Droid yet, Ionica says. The green screen with your recent video is very cool. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of good feedback on that. I wasn't sure how people were going to take that. I didn't know if people were going to like it or think it was just cheesy or gimmicky or whatever. But I thought I'm just looking to do something slightly different. I've done over 350 episodes if you count all the live streams and stuff. So I just want to kind of evolve a little bit. I don't want my channel to be stale. I want it to be different and change. I changed the little entrance music and the like intro music and stuff. And then I did the green screen, and a lot of people seem to like it. So I'm probably going to do more of that. And yes, Buckwild, it needs to come with the E-Web cannon. That would be a good deluxe figure. A deluxe Snowtrooper, Commander Snowtrooper with the E-Web. Because the E-Web can also be used if you do your Mandalorian display, because they used it in Mandalorian. They even said E-Web canon, which was pretty badass. Empire would get me back into Black Series. Haven't watched the new video yet. I'm going to probably wrap up here. I'm going to give it 10 more minutes, hour and a half. But yeah, check out episode 348. It's my newest video. It's all green screened. So let me know if you like it, if you like that style, or if you like just seeing the background here. I might just change it up. Again, I might do 3 kinds of videos outside on the balcony, in here with this, and then in front of the green screen, just to change things up and do things different. CINCY, I can't wait to see your face when you get the G.I. Joes tomorrow. Dude, I can't wait to open that box. I'm so freaking excited for that box. I'm beyond excited. I want to clear out like an entire detail shelf just to prepare for that. But I need another riser. I bought there's a riser that I'm currently using right there with my 25th Joes that I bought from James at Toy Department, and I need at least 1 or 2 more of those. So I got to hit up James. James, if you're watching, I don't know if you're watching. If you're watching, I need like 1 or 2 more of those damn risers. So hook me up, please. I forgot how much those were, but I need to buy them. Let's see here. Yeah, Jason, I found, I took a screenshot of the Nerd Bar, and it kind of sucks because I could not find a picture of the Nerd Bar without me in it. I was trying to find one with like the Cincinnati, the mirror and stuff, the Bengals mirror and stuff, as it looked like in its heyday. But I couldn't find a picture, so I had to use that one. That one was actually like the day I moved out of there. I took a picture of it, so. Could you do with a background of like a space battle, or would you get cited for copyright? I think only copyright, and I think copyright is only for videos and music. I don't know if it's for pictures. Hopefully it's not for pictures, because I like using those backgrounds and stuff. The E-Web is one of the 3 3/4 Star Wars items I regret selling. Did they do one for Vintage Collection? I think they did one for Vintage Collection, didn't they? Or is that for like vintage, like old school Star Wars? You should get a logo like the Fwoosh on his green screen. I've actually thought about getting, asking some of my graphic design friends out there if they would take a shot at a new logo. I've used the same kind of like Bullet Club style logo and then the Kenner style logo. I've used those 2 for years now. So
Daddy, I was talking and then Lamley went to 10%.
Uh-oh. It wasn't plugged in then, girlfriend.
It was.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to...
I've been in 1 hour, so you should have stopped.
I should have stopped?
Yeah, because it's at 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Did you and your sister make up? Are you
Yeah.
guys cool now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry she made you upset and you were crying, sweetie pie. But thanks for running my battery down to 10%.
Good job, Jimmy.
Thanks, girlfriend.
I have smart brain.
Yeah. All right, here. I need some 6-inch in Cobra Vipers. Army build them bitches. Hell yes, Roundhead. Thanks again for bringing the entertainment tonight. Absolutely, Mark 44. But thanks for joining. 133 people strong in here. I hate to have to end this in 7 minutes, but I wasn't even going to go live tonight. I still got to do my cardio. Got to treadmill it tonight. What else I got? I got to hang out with the wifey tonight. I didn't get to hang out with her last night because I was packaging stuff up, stuff that I sold. I had to box stuff up and do labels and stuff, so we didn't get to hang. But tonight, we're going to watch something. I'm not sure what we're going to watch. We're trying to find a new series to watch. I heard Upload is really, really good. Has anyone seen Upload? I think that's an Amazon Prime show. Brian Marquez, I sold a lot of stuff. I sell all my stuff on Facebook. So if you're not Facebook friends with me, friend me, because that's where I've been selling all my stuff. I did lots this last time. I packaged a bunch of stuff together in lots. I sold a couple Hot Toys. But yeah, just selling stuff so that I can still recoup some funds for that car and make some money on the side to buy some stuff. I bought that Grail piece. That was That was pricey. But yeah, I'm just selling stuff to acquire new stuff that I've been wanting. Take care, Buckwild. Thanks for joining. Absolutely, Jason. Thanks for joining, dude. Let's see here. You need to change up your collection. You need to change up the videos to keep it new and exciting for yourself. Absolutely. But yeah, you do got to change things up, change poses up, change up locations of things, change up the videos. If you're a YouTube person, if you make YouTube videos, you will get burned out after a while of doing the same thing over and over and over. I stopped doing like the hunt videos. I kind of miss doing them now. Once the quarantine is done and we can actually safely go out there without masks on, I'm going to get back to hunt videos just because I freaking miss it. So yeah, doing the same thing over and over and over and over, it just gets so monotonous, and you just got to change things up. So I started doing haul videos, but yeah, you just got to keep it fresh. King Dingling says your Starcom buy was awesome. That's one thing that I want to really try and find vintage wise is I've gotten a lot of the mask pieces that I really wanted. I've just always wanted to get back into mask, and I kind of did that. There's still a couple pieces here and there that I want, but Starcom, that's a love of mine that I had not kind of gone after. And when I saw Justice Curry selling his collection there, and I saw the Star Max Bomber, I'm like, that's the one I wanted when I was a kid. I always wanted the Star Max Bomber, and now I have it. So now I want to deck that sucker out. I want to get the Star Wolf to go on top. I want to get like I think the small railgunner fits in the back in the cargo. There's another Starcom vehicle that actually is like a loader, and you can like it. I want to simulate like the Star Max Bomber being loaded, like just like in the docking bay and stuff. So I'm after more Starcom stuff. That's going to be tough though. It's hard to find that stuff because I want to find it with the box. So I don't know. I know Justice just listed some more stuff, so I'll take a look at what he has. But yeah, I'm definitely after more Starcom stuff. Ramsey says, thanks again, Cincy. Great stream. Have a good night. You too. Have a good night. Watch Living with Yourself if you didn't. No, I have not watched that yet. I'll keep that in mind. Did you sell like Josh did? No, I sold some stuff here and there. But I still have the stuff that I love very much right in there. I know Josh is getting back into Hot Toys. His like interest in Star Wars is really rekindled. So he's wanting to have money for Hot Toys and stuff for Star Wars Hot Toys. So I like that a lot. I like that, he and I and Billy share that love of Star Wars and Hot Toys and stuff. I have I share a lot of interest with like different people. Like me and Craig share the interest in vintage toys together, and He-Man and Motu, and me and Kyle share an interest in comic book art and original artwork and doing commissions and stuff like that. So, all of your friends don't collect the same stuff, but it's cool to have like a big group of friends that collect different stuff. Like, because I feel like that my collection, if you just look behind me, I collect a lot of stuff. I mean, there's original artwork there. There's Hot Toys. There's 3 3/4 inch figures there. There's vintage stuff. There's 6-inch figures. There's Transformers. I just like a lot of stuff. So it's cool to have a lot of friends that collect that same stuff. But I think that's a good place to wrap this sucker up. So thanks for joining me, guys. We went 90 minutes. Hopefully this sucker wasn't glitchy. Hopefully this hung in there. Amateur Toy Hunter says, if Masterpiece Transformers are 10 out of 10, would you say Hasbro's are 8 out of 10? They've really closed the gap. The Studio Series Transformers look fantastic. As much as people hate the Michael Bay movies, I really like some of the designs, especially for like, I just have Decepticons. I have Decepticons from the first Transformers movie, and I have Decepticons from the last movie. What the frick was that called? Revenge of the Fallen, and then what was the last movie called? Shit, I can't remember. Brain fart right at the end of this damn thing. The third Transformers Michael Bay movie, I have those Decepticons down there too. But yeah, Hasbro is really doing a great job. Dark of the Moon, Night of Ren comes in clutch. Thank you, Knight of Ren. Dark of the Moon. Why could I not think of that? Sentinel Prime is high on my want list in Studio Series the last night. Absolutely. I have that one on pre-order in Amazon. They keep delaying it. But yeah, I'm waiting for Sentinel Prime. He will complete that shelf because I don't think we're getting any more Decepticons from Dark of the Moon. Thank you, Ed Udy, and thank you, Knight of Ren, who bailed me out, Jay Lee. But I gotta go, guys. Time to go hang with the family, make sure that the kids are getting along, not fighting over Roblox. But thanks for joining me. I'm gonna hit end stream now. Boom. And have fun collecting, and I'll see you guys soon. And check out episode 348. It's my last video, and then check out the next 2 videos that I do. But have a good night, guys, and take care.